Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. Tonight my father and I watched a film by the name of Me and Orson Welles. And to be honest, I really didn't know too terribly much about the man himself, but apparently he was a real bastard. Um, and the film portrays this to a T, and the man who played his role actually looked quite a bit like Orson did. Um, and Claire Daines was in it, and I didn't recognize her at all in her costume. Uh, she was a secretary for Mr. Wells, and she plays a love interest of Zac Efron's character, Richard, and it becomes rather intriguing later on in the development of the story. I'm not going to tell you what happens um, between Richard and Orson, because it's a major plot point. And to be honest with you, I absolutely adored this movie. Everything about it, the costumes, the period of time that it was set in, one of my favorite eras of all time, the 20s and 30s. The music was fantastic. I love jazz music like that. I love the old-fashioned Depression era music. It's just outstanding, or as they would say, it's swell. Um, it's just so much. Uh, there's so many good things to be said about that kind of music, and even though it was trying times, that particular era, the spirit and the will of the people just to continue, it's really evident. And um, this is a really interesting movie because you learn so much. If you don't know anything about who Orson Welles was, or even what was going on during this period of time in history, it's just a fascinating film, and you're just mesmerized by it. You just can't look away. And I've never seen Zac Efron in a film before. He's very young and fresh looking, and I think he really did a phenomenal job as Richard, and he convinced me in his role. I thought, wow, he nailed it. He was exceptional. I loved him, and I loved Claire Danes. As soon as I saw her name on the in the credits, I thought, oh yeah, now I know who she is. Duh. But she was really fabulous as well. Everything about this movie, I give 4 stars. It is just really tremendous. It is a must see film. It's very good, very very good. It's entertaining. It's humorous. There are spots in it that will make you cry, and it does end happily, even though it gives you kind of a um, up in the air kind of ending. It's really summarizes everything quite well for Richard, because we see a pleasant end for him. And of course, I forgot to mention this other character, Greta, whom he meets before he meets Sonia, who is the secretary for Mr. Wells. And she's able to make her dream come true. Let me just put it that way. I'm not going to tell you exactly what her dream is, but through the help, strangely enough, through Richard's help via Sonia, she's able to reach her goal. And it's there's some interesting symbolism at the very end. I'm not going to say what that is, because if you see it, then you understand. Oh yes, that makes absolute sense. But just, there's so many good things about this movie. It's just really a magnificent movie. 4 stars, definitely. It just is so good, and I would see it again in a heartbeat. I think that this is going to be one of my favorite movies of all time. It's that great. I just couldn't stop watching it, and it's just so intriguing and remarkable, and just to see what it might have been like to have worked with Orsen, just how demanding and dictatorial he was. The actor who played Orsen's role, just he really drove it home. And a lot of the things that I saw, I've only been in a couple of stage productions, but I was in one where I can remember having to go through some of this Wellesian uh, totalitarian dictatorship style from the director, another one of the actresses, and I've put that all aside in the past, and I've let bygones be bygones, and I've forgiven those people, and maybe someday I'll go back to stagecraft, because I really did enjoy it, even though I had a chorus part. Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, right? So anyway, I just thought I would throw that in there. If you really want to see a really um, top-notch movie, by all means, me and Orson Welles is the way to go this weekend, because there really isn't anything else in the theater until the 24th of September. So, boy, they really make us wait a long time, don't they? Those greedy, money-grubbing cinema producers. How dare they? But, ranting aside, me and Orson Welles, 4 stars, 5 if I could, and 2 thumbs way, 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 way up. Check it out. You will be glad that you did. Trust me, it's definitely worth it.